Okay, calling to order the Borough of Carteret Planning Board, August 28th, 2024 regularly scheduled meeting. Everybody please stand for the pledge, or recite the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
of the United States
one
of
nation,
America,
under God,
and to the republic
indivisible,
God,
with liberty and justice for all.
under the justice for all.
Okay, Lauren, can you do a roll call, please?
Agliata,
Present.
Hanson, Brown,
here.
Diaz,
Here.
Belawarchuk,
Here.
Giuliano,
Here.
Singh,
Here.
Jardine,
Here.
DuPont,
Here.
Curran, I'm present.
Okay, thank you. Seeing that we have a quorum, Mr. Jardine, can you please read the open public meeting notice?
Yes, good evening, everyone. This is a regular meeting of the Planning Board. The notice requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act have been satisfied in the following manner. At the annual reorganization meeting of the Planning Board, the resolution was adopted setting forth the time, date, and location of each scheduled meeting to be held during the current year. Copies of the annual meetings notice were provided to 2 official newspapers of the borough, and 2 additional copies were forwarded to the clerk for filing and for posting in a public place. A copy of the annual meetings notice and any revisions thereto shall be mailed to any person who requests it and who pays the fee established by the governing body to cover the expense of that mailing.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jardine. All right, we have 2 memorializations of resolution. PB 2405, Washington Avenue Urban Renewal Entity.
Yep. This application PB 2405 was heard at our prior meeting on, sorry, what meeting was that? On July 10th, I believe. I'm sorry, July 9th, 2024. Now, it was approved unanimously. If you recall, this involves the restaurant on the property, which is at 2125 Cook Avenue. So it was unanimously approved with some conditions. We'd need a motion and a second to memorialize that if there are no changes.
It is so moved.
Who seconds it?
I second it.
Okay, Mr. Brown seconds it. Okay, pull the board, Lauren, please.
Agliata,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Diaz,
Yes.
Belawarchuk,
Yes.
Giuliano,
Yes.
Singh,
Yes.
DuPont.
Yes.
It's been approved.
Okay, second one, Mr. Jardine, PB 2404.
Yeah, this matter was heard in the June 26th, 2024 meeting and involved a minor subdivision plan with some bulk variances in order to demolish a single-family home at 1336 Roosevelt Avenue and subdivide the property into 3 single-family lots. The application was unanimously approved with some conditions, and if there are no changes to the resolution that was passed around, we need a motion and a second to adopt it.
Need a motion to memorialize the resolution?
This is Diaz. It is so moved.
Motion to memorialize.
Okay, Bobby Brown seconds it. Pull the board, Lauren,
Second.
please.
Agliata,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Diaz,
Yes.
Belawarchuk,
Yes.
Giuliano,
Yes.
Singh,
Yes.
DuPont.
Yes.
It's been approved.
Okay, for the hearings, we have 1 hearing today. 1 applicant, PB 2407, Butter Construction and Engineers. Please come forward.
Yes, good evening, Chairman Agliata, board members, professional staff, Attorney James Clarkin of the firm of Clarkin and Mignolo for the applicant. What you have before you this evening is a minor 2-lot subdivision application, as well as a variance application to redevelop a substantially oversized lot, which has an older single-family home on it. What is being proposed, I want to emphasize, is entirely consistent with the land development pattern in this neighborhood. The existing home is non-conforming as to the front yard setback. The deck is also non-conforming as to the side yard setback. The shed in the rear is also non-conforming. The existing home, as well as the above-ground pool, the wood deck, and all existing improvements are proposed to be demolished. Property is located in one of your R25 zones, which requires a minimum lot area of 5,000 square feet. The lot in question has 7,500 square feet, so doing the math, it is 50% greater than what is required in the zone. Each of the two lots are proposed to be 3,750 square feet, and that will represent 75% of what is required under the ordinance. In addition to the lot area variances, a variance is also required, as you would expect, all right, for minimum lot width. 50 feet is required and 37.5 feet is proposed for each lot. More importantly, all of the other bulk standards in the R25 zone will be respected for each of the two proposed lots. The proposed homes will each be 2 stories. Each will have an attractive front facade, and they will be noticeably different from each other. Each home will have a 2-car garage, 4 bedrooms, and 2.5 baths. The variances that we are requesting can be justified, we believe, under the C2 analysis. In short, we think that what we are putting forward is a better zoning alternative than to leave the property as it is with an older structure on a lot, the size of which is entirely out of place in this neighborhood. This is the only 75-foot wide residential lot within at least 200 feet of the property in all directions. Most of the lots within 200 feet are either 37.5 foot wide or 50 feet. Some are 25 footers. There's one that's 64. Mr. Fletcher will show you an exhibit in a few minutes that he prepared of all the lots within 200 feet. 71% of those lots are non-conforming as to lot area and width. That is why the subject property is totally out of character with the established land development pattern in this neighborhood. We have one witness this evening, Paul Fletcher. He will first wear his engineer's hat and provide the engineering testimony to outline the applicant's proposal. He will then review with you the items in Mr. DuPont's engineering memorandum, and finally he will engage in the C2 analysis to hopefully justify the granting of these variances.
Now, Mr. Clark, before we move on, you're describing the house on the plans. It looks like these houses are going to be built on slab, or are they going to have basement? Just so we know.
Chairman, we'd like to leave open the potential for a basement. We recognize that if we do so, we need to have certain types of egress windows. We know that we cannot have a means of access directly into the basement. Knowing how the board feels in the past, those would be definites for us if we did want to go through with the basements.
Okay, and what about if you did go through it? What would the height be? Because we do kind of
6, I believe the magic number, Mr. DuPont, is 6'10",
That's 6'11", actually.
6'11".
okay.
Under 7 feet. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
You could bring forward your witness. Just wanted to clarify that before we moved on.
I think that was a good idea. All righty. Can we swear in Mr. Fletcher, please?
Okay.
Who is Mr. Fletcher? Mr. Fletcher, will you raise your right hand, sir? You swear the testimony you'll give this evening will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Mr. Fletcher, you appear regularly in front of this board, and you've always been accepted. Have your credentials changed in any way negatively since you were last accepted?
They have not.
Mr. Chairman, I'd offer him up again as an expert in both the fields of engineering and planning.
I have no problem with that, Mr. Jardine.
No
Good.
objection. Yeah, no problem.
Okay. No objections. All right.
Thank you.
Paul, thank you. Paul, did your office prepare the engineering plans that we filed with this application?
Yes, we did.
Have you visited the site and the surrounding neighborhood?
Yes, I am familiar with both.
Are you also familiar with this borough's zoning ordinance and its master plan?
Yes.
What district is this property located in?
It's in the high-density residential R25 zone.
Please tell the board what's on the site today.
There's an older one-story frame dwelling as well as improvements consisting of a pool, deck, and shed. The house, deck, and shed are all non-conforming as to their required setbacks.
All right, can you please describe for the board the character of the neighborhood?
Yes. In fact, I did prepare an exhibit. It's a PDF, color coded. I'm not able to share my screen, but I'm assuming it's available for viewing. Within the 200-foot radius, there is 31 other properties. Of those, 22 are non-conforming.
Thank you, Tom.
You're welcome.
Thank you. The subject properties highlighted in blue. The non-conforming properties are highlighted in orange. There's as Mr. Clarkin had mentioned, a plethora of 37.5-foot lots. Indeed, some of those are even two-family. The lots that are 50-foot wide are a multifamily, as is the 64-foot lot on the corner. As I mentioned, there's 22 non-conforming. That represents 21%.
No.
Sorry, 71% that are non-conforming. We're showing 9 conforming lots. That's 29% of the total.
Yeah.
So clearly, the 37.5 proposed lots is not out of character with this particular neighborhood.
I'd like to offer this up as Exhibit A1, please.
No
Yeah.
problems. Or do you
Yeah,
have
you
any objections?
No, Exhibit A1, yep. It's on our portal as well.
All right, thank you. Paul, what does the applicant propose for the site?
Firstly, to demolish the house and all existing site improvements. He would then propose to subdivide the property in half and create 2 building lots. And he further proposes to construct a new 2-story single-family dwelling on each lot. Each home will have a 2-car attached garage, 4 bedrooms, and 2.5 baths. All the setbacks will conform. All coverage requirements will conform. The building height will conform. On-site parking conforms with the RSIS standards. I see no drainage issues. The roof leadings will be directed to the front of the property. We will not have any adverse impact to the neighborhood adjoining properties. The lighting and landscaping will be typical. Paved drive, walkway.
All righty. Have you had a chance to review Mr. DuPont's engineering memorandum dated August 26th of this year?
I have. We have no issues with any of his requests. We will provide notes stating that new sidewalks will be installed across the entire, and we will provide drainage calculations to show there's no adverse drainage effects. In addition, we'll obtain any and all outside agency approvals.
That has to be one of the shortest reports Mr. DuPont has ever authored.
Very
Must
good, Mr.
say
Clark.
something about the quality of this application, but we'll move on. All right. Can you briefly review the bulk variances that are required in connection with this application?
Yes. Essentially, there are 2 variances for each lot. The R25 zone requires 5,000 square feet of lot area. Single-family home, we're proposing 3,750 square feet. It also requires a lot width of 50 feet. We're proposing 37.5. Those are the 2 variances for each lot that are being proposed.
Already, how can you justify the granting of these variances?
Under the flexible C2 criteria.
And the C2 analysis requires a weighing of benefits and detriment. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
All right. Do you see any benefits that will flow to the borough by granting these variances?
Yes, I do. There's a number. Firstly, eliminate a lot size which is substantially out of character for the neighborhood. This is the only 75-foot lot within at least a 200-foot radius. Secondly, eliminate 3 non-conforming conditions on the property. Thirdly, update the borough's housing stock. The existing home is older. Fourth, provide new on-site parking spaces conforming to RSIS. And lastly, furthering 2 goals of the borough's master plan, which I will discuss in more detail later.
Aside from these 5, are there any other benefits that you see?
Yes, 2 new structures such as what is being proposed oftentimes sparks other property owners to repair or renovate their homes. This is an older neighborhood that could benefit from some upgrades. Although I'm not a real estate appraiser, we have seen in Carteret, updating the housing stock has a positive impact on property values.
All right, let's go to the second part of the analysis. Do you see any detriments if these variances are granted?
I see only a minimal detriment. The lot sizes are fairly generous and represent 75% of what the ordinance requires. The lot widths will be consistent with 17 properties within the 200 feet. In addition, I see no impairment to the zone plan because there is no other 75-foot wide lot in the neighborhood, and therefore there's no potential for a domino effect or a gradual degradation of the zone map plan. Moreover, 37.5-foot wide lots are the predominant lot width in the neighborhood. There's no strong zone plan to protect. The proposed lots will be wider and larger in area than 4 other lots within 200 feet. In addition, since all setbacks and building heights conform, there will be no negative impact on the traditional municipal land use law goals of light, air, and open space.
All right, now, when weighing the benefits and detriments as a licensed professional planner, have you drawn a conclusion whether or not the benefits do or do not substantially outweigh any detriment?
Yes, I believe the benefits do substantially outweigh the detriments. I have outlined 5 benefits to the borough just a moment ago. I see little, if any, detriment. So the weighing process clearly results in the benefits both quantitatively and qualitatively far exceeding any detriment, because I see little detriment to the zone plan and none to the public good.
All right, let me just repeat so we can hit on the negative criteria. Can the variances be granted without substantial detriment to the public good?
Yes, for the reasons I have previously stated. And as I previously mentioned, the homes have been sized so they do not overpower the lots. This is proven out by all the setbacks and coverages being complied with.
All right, second leg, can the variances be granted without substantial detriment to the borough's zone plan and its zoning ordinance?
Yes, for the reasons I have previously stated, and particularly because the character of the neighborhood is more non-conforming than conforming. There is really no zone plan to protect.
You mentioned that there would be 2 goals of the borough's master plan that would be furthered by granting these variances. Which goals would those be?
Yes, this is appropriate infill, and the following 2 goals will be furthered. Goal 1, the application preserves this neighborhood's residential character and existing residential density. Goal 4, the application will help to accommodate a broad array of housing types and sizes.
Thank you, Mr. Fletcher. Mr. Chairman, that concludes his direct testimony. He's available for questions.
Okay, Mr. Dupont, do you have any questions for this witness?
No, it's pretty basic, Mr. Chairman. Just confirming to the houses will be utilizing new utility connections for both. But pretty straightforward, looks fine. The standard other approvals required, but I see no issue with the project.
Okay, Mr. Clark, do you have any questions of this witness?
Mr. Jardine, you meant,
Sorry, Mr. Jardine, I'm sorry.
I was waiting for
I
you.
was looking at Mr. Clarkin's name, sorry. Mr. Jardine.
we get confused a lot. No, I have no questions. None of-
Okay, yeah,
I
don't
was
get old
just a
like me.
predecessor, that's all.
Okay, any board members have any questions of this witness? All right,
No.
Hearing, okay, so your presentation is concluded for now, right, Mr. Larkin?
Yes, that concludes our direct case. I reserve the opportunity to address the board based on whether or not there's any comments from the public.
Okay, so hearing there's no comments from the board, any motion to open to the public?
Motion
Motion to open to the public.
Okay, thank you. Does anybody in the public have any comments or questions on PB 2407, Butter Construction and Engineering's application? Please come forward, unmute yourself for asking the question. Mr. Host, what is the unmute for the phone?
Star 6.
Okay.
Doesn't look like you have any questions.
Okay, I'm just gonna say one more time, anybody in public have any questions on PB 2407, Butter Construction and Engineering application, please step forward or come forward or speak. Okay, hearing none,
Mr. Chairman, hearing none, move
Yes.
to close.
and then vote to close.
Mr. Chairman,
Motion to close.
Thank you.
I believe that we have given the board the necessary testimony to justify the granting of the variances. The applicant before you has an absolutely positive record of constructing residential units in the borough, and we request your approval. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Jerry, can you please form a motion so we could,
Yeah,
vote?
sure, Chairman. If the motion to approve, if it's a motion to approve, it's as you just heard, an application for a subdivision application to demolish the existing structures, subdivide the property into 2 parcels, and construct 2 new single-family dwellings. The applicant has agreed to all the conditions set forth in Mr. DuPont's August 26, 2024 memorandum. The applicant has also agreed to, if they are to build a basement in these 2 structures, that it will be less than 7 feet tall. I'm not sure if this was a condition, Mr. Clarkin, but since you didn't provide any architecturals, each of the facades of what you're going to be constructing will be different from each other so that they'll meet the design requirements of our ordinance.
And we'll certainly leave it with the staff to make that determination, and we'll work with them.
Okay. So, and other than that, you've heard the testimony of Mr. Fletcher as both a planner and a professional engineer. He justifies the 2 bulk variances under the flexible C2 criteria. And he noted the benefits and the detriments involved here, and that the benefits substantially outweigh any detriments. So if you can credit Mr. Fletcher's testimony, you can move and second and adopt a resolution approving this application, again, along with the conditions set forth in the 8/26/2024 memorandum. Our usual conditions as we put forth in our resolutions with respect to payment of taxes and all other government approvals, and the additional condition of the basement height limitation.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jardine. Any motion to approve PB 2407 application?
Mr. Chairman, before we
Motion
move
to
on,
approve.
Hold on, Mr. Brown. Go ahead, Mr. Diaz.
Counselor, I just want to make sure that you did include in that resolution the restriction for exterior egress to the basement, other than any type of windows that are required.
Yeah, and that's agreeable, Mr. Clarkin?
Yes, I had previously offered that up, and we stand by it, yes.
Okay,
Very good.
thanks, Council.
Move to approve.
Okay, who seconded? Mr. Brown, you seconded, you said?
Yes.
Okay, pull the board, please.
Agliata,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Diaz,
Yes.
Belabarchuk,
Yes.
Giuliano,
Yes.
Singh,
Yes.
DuPont,
Yes.
been approved.
Thank
Hey,
you
guys,
very much.
congratulations. Good luck.
Have a wonderful night.
You too.
The rest of
Okay,
you-
you
Have a
have
good
any-
night.
Mr. Dupont or Mr. Jardine, do we have any business to discuss?
Nothing further, Mr. Chairman.
Nothing further.
Okay, hearing none, any motion to adjourn?
Move to close.
Motion
Okay, guys.
to adjourn.
All right, see you guys in September.
Good night.
Have a good night. Take care, guys.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Ah.